With Thanksgiving coming up this week, we have for you a Thanksgiving throwdown, which we have on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Woody Show. And you could play along at home. Everybody's going to have different answers. But that's for the fun that we had with the Thanksgiving. The Halloween candy one that Rhett and Link had posted, our friends Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning on YouTube. And we played along with theirs. And so now we have the Thanksgiving food throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ravi came up with all these different...
Yeah, rip on that, you a-hole.
All right.
I'll beat them up for you, Ravi.
Thank you.
So there's 16 different food items. And in bracket style, we're going to get down to just one.
Ooh.
So we'll just start with pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. I went pumpkin pie, Ravi.
Sweet potato pie is one of my favorite things.
Sweet potato pie, really?
So good.
Never had it. I went pumpkin pie.
If you've never had it, you
I've
are
had it.
missing out.
Really?
Like a really great sweet potato pie, that's the best
And that's
pie
why I chose
you'll
the
ever
same,
eat.
because my mom would make it all the time when we were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet potato pie.
Seabass, who was the old singer that has like these the pies at like Walmart that everybody's flipping out for?
Oh,
You
I
know?
know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Yeah, there
Aretha
was
Franklin.
Patti
it's
LaBelle.
Patti LaBelle.
They were sold out like
Got a
crazy.
line of pies?
Yeah.
It was a big thing. at
People
Walmart.
And like people go insane for her sweet potato
Really?
pie.
Yeah, and apparently it's really good. So if you want to try one, Greg,
I
just
will
go
do
to,
that.
Go to Walmart if you
Okay.
can stomach it.
I'll try.
Yeah, I went pumpkin pie, Menace.
Pumpkin pie all the way. It's one of my favorite things ever.
Fake news.
Easily pumpkin pie.
Yeah. What about cranberry sauce or cinnamon apples? I went cranberry sauce.
Do love cinnamon apples, but I went cranberry sauce by a pube.
See, because cranberry sauce to me is just more functional because you use it with the
Oh,
turkey.
yeah.
Cinnamon apples,
True.
though, works with the turkey very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yum.
Like I wouldn't want to eat the cranberry by itself. I would have to use it with the turkey.
Eat
I
it
could eat
with
the
some-
cinnamon apples
Yeah.
by itself. So I guess it's just a matter of preference. But yeah, but because I would want it with the turkey, I voted for cranberry. Menace?
Cranberry.
Cinnamon
All the way.
apples for me.
Cinnamon
Yum.
apples?
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. Also, back to the childhood, I would eat them all the time at Cracker Barrel, and they were so
Yes.
Oh,
Yum.
yeah. Cracker Barrel does have some delicious cinnamon apples.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got to claim ignorance. What is cinnamon apples?
Cinnamon apple is basically like an
Yeah.
apple pie filling.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And they
Yeah.
ba-
And then you just-
it's
Yeah.
baked.
on the
Stewed
side.
apples. With,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That sounds
Cinnamon.
It's so good.
It's really,
Sugar.
really good.
I went cranberry by
It's-
a mile.
Yeah, it's apple pie without the crust.
Okay.
Oh,
That sounds good.
Stuffing or gravy? Which one moves on?
This was a tough one.
This
I
one's
think.
hard.
And
it
I
was
ended,
easy.
Slam
I ended
dunk for
up
me.
going with stuffing.
Yeah, it was easy for me. I went stuffing all day.
Love gravy,
Really?
though.
I know. I went gravy.
Yeah.
You
I
did?
did too,
I'm
yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
solely Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going gravy.
Plus, like you said, with the cranberry, you could take it down the line.
I know.
Yeah, all over.
Dip
Yeah.
other stuff in.
Right.
Yeah, see, maybe that's because I'm going with the cranberry for the turkey, so I don't need the gravy for the turkey because I'm using cranberry.
I do
Mm.
both.
All right. You do both?
Oh, just
Yeah.
plop it all on.
Yeah.
Just
Ah.
one
It's like a big
floppy
pile.
mess.
Really?
So good.
Stuffing all the way.
Stuffing,
Yeah, gravy all the way.
gravy all the
Love
way.
me
That
some
being
gravy.
said about gravy, I had to keep stuffing just because it's so good. And
It
you never
is,
have
right?
stuffing except for Thanksgiving
That's
either.
true, too.
True.
Bomb.
Buttermilk biscuits or cornbread?
Went with cornbread. I love cornbread on a Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, cornbread for me as well.
This was the easiest on the list, cornbread. I recently had biscuits, and I realized I don't need to ever eat them again. They're so boring.
What?
Oh, damn.
Oh, they are boring
How
as
dare you?
AF.
Wow.
What?
Oh, yeah.
God.
They're boring. They're unless you...
Were they drenched in butter?
No.
Yeah.
Well, Greg,
You
there's
got-
your
yeah,
problem.
you got to marinate that.
Unless you
Marinated
pour a
butter.
ton of stuff on it, they're boring.
Mm.
Yeah, cornbread is really good just plain. You
Totally.
just eat it. It doesn't need any
Oh, it needs-
extra enhancements.
Exactly.
I mean, you could put some
Butter.
jalapeno and cheddar in there. If
You
want.
could.
Menace?
I'm going cornbread all the way.
All right.
I got to go biscuits. I could disagree with Greg. I
Wow.
could have biscuits every meal, every day for the
Yeah.
rest
Really?
of my life. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
Biscuits and gravy
Oh.
or biscuits with just like butter and jelly.
Yeah.
Peel them apart.
Yeah.
Sausage gravy.
Ooh.
I thought he just said jizz biscuits for a second.
And that would
too.
be a limp biscuit.
Wait, what'd you go with? What do you think, cornbread?
Yeah, I went with
Yeah.
cornbread.
Mm.
I like the cornbread, though, that's a little underdone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Moist.
Yeah.
A little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
moist.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And it
moist.
has the full kernels of corn in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not like
Totally.
that Jiffy cornbred mix.
Yeah, I
That
get
stuff
what you're
is
saying.
too
dry.
Yeah, or
Yeah, that's dry.
is it Jif or Jiffy?
Jiffy.
Jiffy.
Yeah.
I believe it's Skippy.
Yeah. What about roasted Brussels sprouts or green bean casserole? No question here, the green bean casserole.
Yeah,
I
knew you were
do
gonna-
not like anything cream of. So I went with Brussels sprouts. I love Brussels sprouts. You have to mix in something that's cream of. I'm out. I'm
That's
out.
because of your tummy.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I didn't even like it as a kid.
Yeah.
Tummy.
Your
Because
tummy.
Because your tum-tum.
Right.
What about you,
Oh,
Greg?
green bean casserole all day. And like Seabass said, it's something you only usually eat at Thanksgiving, and it's more special.
Yeah.
So good.
Menace?
I went Brussels sprouts because I don't think I've ever had a green bean casserole.
We keep saying
He
that.
says that
Oh.
like
Yeah.
every time we talk
That's-
about Thanksgiving.
We
Yeah.
have to make Menace one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
I just want Brussels by default.
All right.
Default Brussels?
Cameron?
I went Brussels as well. I had
What?
the green bean casserole way too much as a kid.
Really?
Okay,
I'm
that was
so
like a
over
staple.
it.
Gotcha.
With like the onions and everything.
Yes.
Oh, it's the best
I
part.
like the onions, but I'm with Ravy. The cream of.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Does it hurt your tummy?
Had it too much.
Here's the, yeah,
I'm
okay, let
over
me
it.
tell you what I don't like. The more cheap, the better for me. Like the green bean casserole. If they're using fresh
True.
green beans, not interested.
I know.
Get outta here.
It's
I don't
got to
want-
be.
Mm.
It's got to be green
The can,
beans
yeah.
in a can.
Right.
Like I don't like them when they're like tender crisp, and then you have
No.
the cream of mushroom, and then that other stuff. They're trying to gourmet and fancy it up,
No,
and it's like
make
nope.
it the OG.
Yeah, I need like the green beans out of the can,
Can
cream
of
mushroom
soup.
soup with
Yep.
the French's,
Yep.
French fried
Mhm.
onion
Mm.
topping.
delicious.
Yep. What about you, Seabass?
I'm not against green bean casserole, but you kind of mentioned it right there. It is definitely white trash,
Mhm.
lower class.
Yeah.
And the roasted Brussels sprouts and perhaps some pancetta with some
With a fine wine.
fine wine sauce.
Mhm.
Sounds delish.
Got the edge for me.
We're talking about taste, not about class.
Well, also the taste's really good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the green bean casserole often does taste cheap because it's just
Yeah.
slop in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we're getting into some really tough decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet corn or mac and cheese?
Hmm.
Corn me.
All right.
Corn.
I'm saying corn as well because mac and cheese you can have any day of the year.
Mac and cheese.
Mac
All
and
right.
cheese me
Mac
all
and
day.
cheese.
Yeah, mac
Yep.
and cheese. Again, sweet corn good, but mac and cheese is such a powerhouse
Way
in
better.
any
Yeah.
food menu.
It's
Yeah.
a powerhouse side. Agreed.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going with the mac and cheese as well. We're doing the Thanksgiving foods throwdown. We have the bracket. If you want to fill out your own bracket, we have that for you on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Woody Show. Next up would be mashed potatoes or sweet potato casserole. I just went straight up mashed potatoes.
Mashed
Yeah.
potatoes,
Super
100%.
easy. Mashed potatoes.
Absolutely. Mashed potatoes.
Another powerhouse side.
Mhm.
It is a powerhouse side, but I forego mashed potatoes in favor of the sweet potato casserole.
How
Wow.
dare you?
I double up
Drug
on it.
tester.
Double
I
up.
know.
It's so good.
She'd fail, Menace.
Yeah. Nuclear fail.
We all know this.
Everyone went mash, but me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we're normal.
Nothing against it, but yeah.
Sweet potato
Mm.
casserole.
Yeah, nothing against it, but especially if they're extra buttery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I do
baby.
love it.
Yeah.
Yep. And then finally, turkey or ham. Now, fake news.Cameron mentioned to us that they're going ham this year.
We're going ham.
Well, they're getting a ham
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving.
And
So
they'll be
no
going
turkey at
ham
all?
on the
No
ham.
turkey at all.
Because God
Yeah.
forbid you buy both.
I
That
don't
sounds
want both.
That sounds like an Easter meal
The
then.
turkey's a pain in the butt, and the ham tastes better. So
Ham is easy.
that's why I
For
went
sure.
ham.
All right.
I really had to think about it. I love both those meats. You know, I love a lot of meat, but I went turkey.
All right. Gregory.
I had to give this zero thought. Turkey.
All right. Menace.
I went ham
Really?
because
Really?
ham tastes way better than turkey.
You think?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
If
By
you
a-
like salty, for sure.
By a billion.
Now, are we
yeah.
going like a just regular ham,
Mm-hmm.
like a Virginia ham, or are we talking like the honey baked?
Oh, honey baked
Honey-
ham, yeah,
honey
yeah,
glazed.
But the
Yeah.
only part that's honey-ish is the very
the rim.
outer
Yeah.
layer.
Crust.
Yeah.
It's all salty and stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
So you're going ham. What about you, Seabass?
This was the closest one for me, and I just barely edged turkey over ham. But yeah, it was very tough.
It was
Yeah.
tough.
Mhm.
Because you know what? You do sometimes, because sometimes the turkey comes out so dry.
It does.
Yep.
You do
Yeah.
not have that problem with ham.
Never.
And that's
No,
why
not
you're
at
like
all.
dousing it in gravy and stuff sometimes just
Yeah.
to make it edible.
Yeah. The safe bet is ham.
Yeah, I went turkey. So then it became for me, it was turkey over mashed potatoes. I went turkey. Mac and cheese and green bean casserole went green bean casserole. Cornbread over the stuffing, took stuffing. Cranberry and pumpkin pie, I went pumpkin pie. So my final four, turkey, green bean casserole, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. Went into the finals, turkey and pumpkin pie. And in the end, pumpkin pie won.
Wow.
When I add with either extra whipped cream or Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool whip.
Yeah, like 3 parts Cool Whip
Totally.
to 1 part
Oh, yeah.
pumpkin pie, and I like pumpkin pie a lot, but the oh man, it's so good.
A little ice cream on there?
Yeah.
I love to
that'd
put
be good.
a massive dollop of Cool Whip on top of the pie, and then you use your fork to trace the outline of the pie, so it's just like a doubly tall, like a big layer.
Like a mile-high pie. What about you, Rave? How'd it shake out?
Well, turkey upset sweet potato casserole, corn upset Brussels sprouts, stuffing beat out cornbread, sweet potato pie beat out cranberry sauce. So my final 4, turkey, corn, stuffing, and sweet potato pie. My final 2 ended up being corn and stuffing, with stuffing as the winner.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard to hate on stuffing, and
I know,
you
it's
mentioned
so
that
good.
it's like you only get it once a year. But man, if you make like some pork chops or something,
Yeah.
just like throughout the year, and you get even stovetop is really good.
It is
super
good.
fast.
And it takes
Water,
2 seconds.
butter,
We always
easy.
forget about
But
it.
yeah,
Because you
stuffing
need-
never occurs to me
Yeah.
outside of Thanksgiving.
Because you need
And
like
it's
a shot
delicious.
glass worth of water,
Yeah.
and that heats up in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The only stuffing that I don't like is when the celery like has
celery?
huge trunks. Of
I
it,
hate
like-
huge celery.
I know. I
Celery.
want a small salad.
I love a huge celery, but I hate
Yeah.
big
How do you say
celery.
it? Celery.
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 How fancy you guys are.
Celery.
You're so
What?
Celery. Celery.
Celery.
Celery.
Celery.
Celery.
Yeah, not salary.
It's an E, not an A.
Celery. Anyways, I don't like when there's big pieces of it in my stuffing.
He never
That's
eats
the
it, so
only
that's- he's not used to saying it.
Yeah.
Gregory,
Unless it has ants on the lawn.
how'd it shake out? The Thanksgiving food throwdown.
Between turkey and mashed potatoes, it went to mashed potatoes. Green bean casserole took out corn to make my final 4. Also, it was cornbread versus gravy. I went gravy. I love gravy. I could eat it like soup. And then cranberry versus pumpkin pie. I actually went cranberry because of its versatility, and it's so delicious. Delicious.
Delicious.
Green bean casserole and gravy were my final 2. And it all came down to green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Really? Casserole.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dude, we gotta make some for Menace. You would like it, dude.
I'll
Yeah, you would
try
like it.
I'm down.
You could probably
There's
get some
no
pre-made
salary in
somewhere.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I'll do it
Yeah.
right now.
All right, Menace, how'd yours shake out?
Mine was ham versus mashed potatoes. I went mashed potatoes. Mac and cheese versus Brussels. I went mac natch. I went cornbread versus stuffing. I went stuffing. Cranberry versus pumpkin pie. I went pumpkin pie. So that was my final 4. Mashed potatoes versus mac. I went mash. And then stuffing versus pumpkin pie. I went stuffing. And then
So it's stuffing and mashed potatoes in the finals?
yes.
Ooh, that's tough.
Jeez.
And the last one was stuffing.
Oh, man, that is.
Stuffing.
Stuffing.
All
And I
right.
do eat it year round. I find
Yeah.
reasons to have it.
Delicious.
Yep. So good.
All right, what about you, Seabass?
All right, yeah, so I got turkey over taters. That's a tough one there. Mac and cheese beating roasted Brussels. Stuffing beating the cornbread. Cinnamon apples beating sweet potato pie even.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's turkey, mac, stuffing, cinnamon apples. Turkey wins. Stuffing wins. And, much like Menace, stuffing, number 1.
Yeah.
Even though I don't find a reason to eat it year round. Although
Yeah.
I really should.
Yeah.
I thought,
Think outside
Seabass
the
being
box.
like, the protein guy that
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah,
He'd be
bro.
like, well, protein, because
No,
Turkey
because
made
my
it.
body is
all
so
the working out and all the
rocking.
slamming.
Well, you know, it's carbs in, carbs out. brother.
Oyster stuffing, guys.
Oh,
Oyster
hell
stuffing?
yeah.
Oh, my yeah,
What?
we always have both at my not
Now
my
when-
in-laws, my family's Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
When,
So
when you
good.
say oyster stuff, you mean like actual
Actual
oysters?
oysters.
Oh yeah, they just I don't know
Because
what
like
the recipe
oyster
is.
crackers are not oysters.
Correct.
Correct.
They're just
Right.
crackers.
No, these are for reals oysters.
And you don't really like. I guess they chop it up super. At least the
Yeah,
way
you
that they make
can't
it.
really tell.
So there's-
You're not going to get a big chunk.
It's just the essence of
Does
it.
it have celery in it?
Little bits, yeah.
Celery.
No, I tell you, the stuffing that I will not eat is the stuff that has all the gizzards and crap in it.
Ooh,
no,
I'll eat
thank
that
you.
all day.
Mm,
No, I'm not
Yeah.
eating neck and
Yeah, the
butthole.
discarded part
Yeah.
stuffing.
No,
Oh, it's the
thanks.
Yes.
yuck, yuck,
Nope.
yuck,
I'll
yuck,
chop
yuck,
up the liver and stuff and
No.
put it in the
Oh,
gravy.
No. What's
No.
wrong with you
And the
guys?
heart.
Are such children.
The
Nope.
gizzard is
Yeah.
delicious.
Such children, yeah. Because I don't want to eat a neck. What a child.
Yeah.
So good.
It's called variety.
It's called
Okay.
turkey.
I'll have a palate grow one.
Yeah, there's plenty
Get
of food
it.
on the table. I don't need to eat the neck.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, fake news? Cameron?
I had ham and mashed potatoes. I went mashed potatoes. Mac and cheese versus Brussels. I went Brussels. Biscuits versus gravy. I went biscuits. Cinnamon apples versus pumpkin pie. I went pumpkin pie. So the final 4 was mashed potatoes, Brussels, biscuits, and pumpkin pie. Narrowed it down to mashed potatoes and biscuits, a very carb-heavy
Mm-hmm.
round there. And my number 1, mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
All right, now
Yum.
mashed potatoes.
Love me some mashed potatoes.
All right, well there you go. There's your Thanksgiving food bracket.
Throwdown.
Why can't it be today?
I can't have
know.
green bean casserole right now.
Yeah, delicious. All right, now when it comes to stuffing, Ravi, what about like the traditional stuffing or a cornbread stuffing?
Ooh.
Because you said you like cornbread. I don't.
do.
As much as I like cornbread,
But I prefer traditional stuffing.
Yeah, I don't like cornbread stuffing.
now in areas that have a White Castle, they have the White Castle stuffing, which is delicious. You go out and you order a bunch of their sliders,
I'll just cram it.
Chop it up.
and you chop it all up, and then you just add a couple things like some chicken broth and
Celery.
some celery.
Celery.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is
yeah.
delicious. I made that
Good.
one year.
It was dope.
So good.
So you just chop up the whole thing?
Yeah, you
Chop up
Meat
a bunch
and
of
all.
sliders.
Well,
yeah.
you could get,
Yeah.
you could even at the grocery store get the White Castle sliders in the frozen section,
Okay.
and that would work.
that
just,
sounds good.
Just make sure you leave it out to thaw and
yeah.
Right.
cook them up. Yeah, I would say separate the bread out, and then
Yeah.
heat up the meat.
Yeah.
Does
And-
the frozen ones, do they come with onions or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
pickles,
Onions,
though.
Everything
sure.
but the pickle.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, so you gotta
it's only
add-
3 things.
So you got to add you have to chop up some pickle and add it into the mix. If you go to like the White Castle website, they have the recipe on there.
Where is it? I'm hungry.
It's so good. WhiteCastle.com, I'm sure.
White